odds are stacked in his favour.
We're here at the start-finish line at Rockingham Motor Speedway. This track is the fastest circuit in Europe and can hold up to a massive 52,000 people. It was originally built for American NASCAR. This is round 6 of the THUNDERSPORT GB Championship 2016.
Here we are then, the Rockingham Motor Speedway and the Selco Builders Warehouse Freshman 600s pre-national sport 600 class, a championship for riders who are yet to attain a national licence, and of course the freshmen, the rookies as well. One of the busiest classes at THUNDERSPORT GB, growing in popularity and lots of new names, lots of orange bibs and rookies. And at the moment it's Lloyd Shelley that leads the championship overall. Lloyd Shelley, number 19 from Ashley Milburn, who I've not seen actually out on the grid. But here we go, away from the line. Let's see who will reign supreme here. 38 riders on the grid here, and it is the championship leader Lloyd Shelley that gets the advantage into turn 1. This tricky turn 1, as you can see riders going over the grass, over the curves. It's not your normal turn 1, that. Then up towards the hairpin, Dean, off camber, slightly downhill, then gets uphill again, double apex, ever so easy to run straight on. It is Lloyd Shelley that leads from Matty Whelan. Matt Whelan out there on that Bennett's Motorcycles MV Augusta. And here we are on board with Alex Lorries on the APL Racing Kawasaki 600, one of many freshman riders in the class who's been improving round by round, and in the freshman class he has the lead, 20 points clear coming into this weekend of Daniel Jones. So now it is number 50 that gets to the front, Matt Whelan ahead of Lloyd Shelley. There further back is screaming around the outside, or trying to, number 85 Neil Goodson from High Wycombe, but already getting himself quite a handsome lead on that MV. We'll get a good sound sound bite from that in a moment, because they do sound beautiful. Here's Matt Whelan on board again with Alex Lorries, doing well here. Just see him trying to chase down on number 108, I think that is, Matt Dawes. And there he is. No, in fact it's not. It's number 84, Ben Watson. So I'll tell a lie. Number 11 there, Will Harper, MSG Racing Suzuki. Of course, MSG Racing Suzuki team have a number of riders out there. Number 59 is Liam Helliwell. Helliwell's been on the podium a few times. In fact, this championship is very competitive all the way down. A few riders that normally knock on the podium door struggling a bit here at Rockingham. We've mentioned so many times before, it's not everyone's favourite circuit. It certainly seems to be one of Matty Whelan's, because Lloyd Shelley has taken some beatings so far this year. And at the moment, Matt Whelan is breaking away from Shelley there, number 19, who's now coming under threat from 108, Matt Dawes on that MD Racing Kawasaki. So these riders who started the year out with not a huge amount of experience, of course not yet got the national licence. Freshman riders tend to be complete rookies. Alex Lorries here, one of them. In fact, Lorries is doing very well outright in this race. Further back there we see number 81, that's Stevie Elliott. Nice to see Stevie out there, one of many Royal Marines motorsport riders. If you're interested in the forces, by the way, as you see there, Matt Dawes charge on the championship leader Lloyd Shelley. Yeah, if you're interested in how some of the forces riders gets on, the riders that take part from the British Army, the Royal Air Force and the Royal Navy, there is this weekend a one-off forces race you will be able to see on the THUNDERSPORT website, thundersportgb.com, as there's a change for second place there again. Matt Dawes had gone up ahead of Lloyd Shelley, but Lloyd Shelley's gone back past him again now. Turn 1 we go. Off the line that last time around, Matt Whelan is already down into the 27s, and he is threatening the old lap record. He's not far away from it at all. It belongs to Harry Truelove. Going around Dean hairpin there, you see number 48, Alex Lorries. That's 888 just up ahead of him, Joe Lawrence. And Ben Watton, saw a little while ago. Lloyd Shelley leads the championship then from Ashley Milburn, who's not out in this race. So Lloyd Shelley is going to get a great chance to take big points here in this championship. Syd's here with me in the commentary box. I just mentioned then, Syd, that this is one of the most popular classes. Of course, there's 38 riders in the field at the moment, but always one or two fallers throughout a weekend.
Yeah, Ashley Milburn being one of them. He's broken his wrist right through, unfortunately. Bless his heart. Lovely lad. Was going really well, but it was just one of them. Matty Whelan is really flying, isn't he, on that MV?
Yeah, you can hear that zipping away down the start finish straight now. Matt Dawes here, getting himself locked up with Lloyd Shelley at every opportunity. Matt Dawes fourth in the championship overall. Of course, with no Ashley Milburn then, with that news, as we see gap coming down there, Ben Watton closing in on Matt Dawes, is that Lloyd Shelley here is really going to pull away in the championship. I mean, that wrist of Milburn's probably won't heal by the time we get to Anglesey. I mean, this could be it. Lloyd Shelley here, it's his championship to lose.
It's hard to see how Ashley will come back for Anglesey, although he says he will. In the bar last night, he said he was going to be there.
After a couple of shandies, yeah, I'm sure a broken wrist all the way through doesn't feel quite so bad.
It was for pain-killing purposes, obviously.
Well, we wish you all the best, Ashley. Hopefully you fix up soon. And he'll be watching on to see whether or not one or two riders can take a few points off Lloyd Shelley. But he's certainly not going to be winning this race as it stands, because Matt Whelan on that MV absolutely flying on that last lap, 26.969. 4 thousandths of a second away from Harry Truloff's lap record. As there you see that tight line from Lloyd Shelley as he nips back underneath Matt Dawes, and now Ben Watton is really on terms with these guys. Alex Lawries is making excellent progress as well. Here we are on board with him. APL Racing Kawasaki rider, the freshman leader. He's got a bit of a battle on though going into the chicane. Just closes the door and manages to go through on Joe Lawrence. Further back in the other freshman riders, let's have a look and see. It's Neil Goodson second at the moment, and Alexander Young, British Army rider, who is third in the freshman class. All three inside the top 10, respectively. Out front, it is Matt Whelan. This is the battle for second place. Really close again there between Lloyd Shelley and Matt Dawes. They just take completely different lines to each other through pretty much every corner. But the fact that they are tripping each other up means that Ben Watton is now very much a part of this battle. And the rest are closing in as well. Look at that, another move into Piff Paff as well. So Matt Dawes goes through, but the door's been left open, and Lloyd Shelley says, no, you don't. We've seen some weird lines, haven't we, from Lloyd Shelley so far this season, but it's been successful throughout a lot of rounds. He loses another place at the next corner. There's Greg Scanlon. Greg Scanlon down in 15th place. What else is he doing down there? Greg Scanlon, a rider that has been up on the podium in this class many times before. Here is number 50 then. Listen to this. Just sounds beautiful, doesn't it, that MV?
Awesome machine they are. Absolutely lovely.
Matt Dawes it is then, has now got himself into second place, and for once has managed to make it round two corners without Lloyd Shelley's front wheel being lumped underneath him. Lloyd Shelley just does not give up. Look at him go here. He's not content with sitting behind anyone for longer than a few corners, and up and in towards Dean he'll go. He's into second place again. Pair of them have, for now anyway, just seen off the advances from the chasing pack behind them.
Alex Lawries has done well this year, I thought, as well. I mean, he's come in as his first year of racing, isn't it? And he's put everything into it, sold everything up, lives in his race truck, and you know, look where he is now. I mean, okay, he's leading the freshman points coming into this round. But now he sits there sort of like in the sort of 4th or 5th area of overall. I mean, he really has learned his trade this year.
Yep, and we just saw him there actually with Ben Watton. He's riding very well indeed. It's a nicely turned out machine. Number 32, Ben Bailey from Bourne. Tongue twister. Number 95 and 43. 95 is Scott Billingham. 43 is Max Morgan. But start. This is the battle for second place. Out front, Matty Whelan, home and dry already. Lloyd Shelley, as it stands, on for 20 points. In truth, he doesn't even need to be out there to leave here as championship leader, because he'll already have it, thanks to Ashley Milburn breaking his wrist. But Matt Dawes, has he got anything left here for Lloyd Shelley? Or will it be Lloyd to take the second place? On board here with Alex Lawrie, Syd mentioned him a moment ago, that's Ben Watton that he's about to try and lunge underneath into Dean Hepburn. This just gives you that perfect idea of the downhill, slightly off camber approach to the corner. So easy to outbreak yourself. Further ahead on circuit, Lloyd Shelley has got just a bit of breathing space now, hasn't he, between himself and Matt Dawes. And this is your race leader then, number 50, completely in control here, lapping over a second quicker than anyone else, and is well over 10 seconds clear of these two. Matt Dawes just desperately trying to get himself back into the picture. Of course, a decent result here for Matt Dawes means he could move up into the top 3 of the championship overall. 5.35 there is Alexander Young. Mentioned him a little while ago. Newcomer, you can see, with the orange bib. And he's third in the freshmen's. Second in the freshmen's, a couple of places up ahead of him is 85, Neil Goodson. And Laurie's, who me and Syd both mentioned, number 48, currently freshman leader. Checkered flag out though. Well, it's as easy as that. The beautiful sounding MV Augusta. You can look over your shoulder all you like, Matt, but you're not going to see anyone for a long time, because you have just completely ripped apart the opposition there in a big field for the A&R Racing Pre-National Sport 600s and the Selco 600 freshman. It was Lloyd Shelley that hung on to second place, finished ahead of Matt Dawes. Alex Laurie's freshman winner finished fourth, Ben Watton fifth, and Joe Lawrence in sixth place. Top 3 on the podium there, Matt Whelan with championship leader Lloyd Shelley on the left and Matt Dawes on the right. And in the freshman class, Alex Laurie's the winner from Neil Goodson and Alexander Young.
Matthew, third place. Very warm out there, tough racing, absolutely brilliant racing actually.
Yeah, it's been hard all weekend. It's been really hot. Great battling there with Lloyd, so managed to get third again. Would love to get second or first, but yeah, it's a really good race.
Excellent. And you got some people you'd like to thank?
Yeah, big thanks to John McCauley, Edison Recruitment. Couldn't have really done it with his help this year. Also Greg at CNC Routing, Paul at PCR, and all my family, Jamie, Rick, my dad, for helping with the bike and stuff. And yeah, everyone, thanks a lot.
Lloyd, second place. Great battles there.
Yeah, pushed me all the way, mate. I didn't want to do anything silly after yesterday's results, but enjoyed it, yeah.
And you got some people to thank?
The boys here again, Jacob. I'd like to wish two of my good friends, John and Kez, happy wedding. Yesterday I missed out being here. Feel really bad, of course. All the normal sponsors, Dainese, Wolverhampton, waiting for some levers. Well, they're waiting for me, basically. FLR Resins, Trey Tyres, Midlands, APH Electrical, it's never ending, loads of sport, SSR Suspension, Mark, unbelievable, mate. Couldn't do it without you. I think that's us, yeah. Second I walk away, I know it'll all jump in my mind, but yeah. John Chambers, Steve Randall, cheers boys, thank you very much.
Matty, what a great win. I can see by the smile on your face that you are chuffed to bits with that.
I'm absolutely over the moon. I can't thank my team enough for getting bikes set up now. This part of the season we're starting to come together. I mean, I just knew start at race head to get in front of Lloyd to get a rhythm. And it works. I mean, 0.014 off lap record. It's got to come soon, honestly. I feel there's a lot more to come, but getting told to slow down on pit wall, so that's what you do, innit? So, yeah, it was a mega race and learning a lot all the time. So
you've got some people to shout out for?
Yeah, I've got a lot. I've got Peter at Blue Line Taxis in Barnsley for all his help running me through all the year. Bennett's Motorcycles in Barnsley providing a mint MV Augusta. I know we've had a couple of problems, but nothing that has stopped us. Look at us now. I've got Mick Gardner Racing Orleans in Barnsley. I've got my personal trainer Brad at On Par Gym. I can't think. So many. What else have we got? My chief mechanics Matt Watson and Neil Tingle. I mean, they're absolutely mega. Everything I need doing, they'll do it. There's no question. They'll have a talk to me, and I mean, they've been absolutely mega this weekend. And finally, my family. I couldn't do it without all my family. There's a lot of us, and we all come and support me, and I just dead over the moon. And yeah, hope for a bit more in the next race.
Alex, another first place in the freshman class. You're going well, aren't you?
Yeah, not too bad. That was a good race. I really enjoyed that. Had a bit of paint scrubbing with Joey Lawrence, and just managed to pit Ben right at the end there. So yeah, really pleased. Fourth overall, very pleased, and that first.
Good lad, and some people to thank.
Yeah, just everybody that's turned up today to come and support me, and the usual people that have helped me out.
Join us again for race 2 and we'll see if anyone can stop Matt Whelan from taking the double.
Okay, I'm here at Rockingham with Graham from Continental. Obviously, you've been in the Thundersport paddock now, Graham, for quite a little while, but much more success now.
Yeah, much. It's really come together the last couple of years. We almost started from ground zero as such. The Continental tyres were not known at all in the race paddock, but here we are, some 3 years later. We've got a bit of grime under our fingernails. We've done a bit of hard work. We've spoken to some people, and yeah, we've got a number of tyres running now, and in the paddock. So it's good.
Well, there's certainly good things come from the riders that I've spoke to about the product, and they really do like it. And of course, the prices seem reasonable as well.
Yeah, we don't want to be seen as the cheapest because I think these tyres, out on the track are competing with everything else that's out there. But there is a financial factor which we've added to the mix to add a little bit more spice to the offer as such from Continental. So we've got some great prices, but ultimately they are fantastic tyres.
It's brilliant. And obviously you come here hitched up with Alan Russell from A&R Racing, and it seems like a good mix for you.
Yeah, Al's always been a good friend of mine. You may know I've worked in tyres for most of my life, and I've had a bit of a working relationship with Alan for a good number of years. I needed somebody to work closely with who I could trust to run with the Continental tyres. He was a little bit sceptical to start with, but the first time he tried them on his own bike, he said, right, I think we can work some of these. So he rides them. He wins races. He's currently winning the North Gloucester Championship narrowly, but hopefully we've got another champion this year on Continental. And he's the guy who sells the tyres, does a lot of good work for me. He's well respected, well trusted. He's just a good guy to work with. Good fun as well.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, he's been around the paddock since God was a boy, as it happens. But anyway, it's obviously this is just a test day, but I can see it's beginning to rain, so I can imagine that you're going to be busy anytime now.
Yeah, it's always like this, and thank goodness for the British weather. That keeps us busy, that's for sure. 1 minute dry, 1 minute wet. Let's see what comes around in the next 10 minutes or so. But yeah, we like being busy. It's no point being here and just twiddling your thumbs. We've got tyres, we've got the tools. I've got Paul, my colleague today, and hopefully we'll be busy all day. So
excellent. Well, good luck for the weekend, Graham.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back to Rockingham, the pre-national sports 600s, including the Selco Builders Warehouse Freshman 600s. And Matt Dawes here will be looking to get himself on the podium, just as he did earlier on. He was third earlier. Nobody could catch this guy. Matt Whelan won it by 16 seconds. Lloyd Shelley, here he is. Might be late onto the grid, but he's not been late on many occasions this year. In fact, he leads the championship by quite some margin. Unfortunately, his nearest title rival, Ashley Milburn, broke his wrist earlier in the weekend, will not be out here. Big chance for Lloyd Shelley to really lay it down and get his hands on that trophy. A good start again from Shelley as they go into turn 1. He leads from Matt Dawes. Also a good start from Sam Holm, number 10. Let's get away well. There's number 93, Adam Gittings from Manchester on the distinctive coloured Selco Builders Warehouse Suzuki. It is Sam Holm. It looks like that might just have a bit of an advantage there. On board with Alex Lawries again. He won the freshman earlier. Just being overtaken there. Massive high side and out. And that was, I think, one of the MSG Racing Suzukis that just went down. Number 11, Will Harper, possibly. Big high side there on the opening lap of this pre-national 600 race. There is Alex Lawries. Just on board with him a moment when that all unfolded. Number 79 there is Nick Barnes from Peterborough, but it's Lloyd Shelley that leads from Matt Whelan, then Matt Dawes, then Ben Watton, then Sam Harm, Joe Lawrence, then it's Lawries, then I think in 68 Chris Manger, and 32 Ben Bailey, who's another of the freshman riders we'll need to keep an eye on. Here they come through Brook Chicane. Greg Scanlon there, getting himself a bit further up. Oh, big crash there, going into the chicane. A couple of riders down. On the left, it is 535. Alexander Young, who was on the podium in the freshman class earlier, and I think that's Michael Dexter as well, who's gone down as there's a change at the front. Matt Whelan forces his way through underneath Lloyd Shelley now. In race 1, that was it. He said goodbye. He cleared off out front. Will he do the same again here, or will Lloyd Shelley be able to keep up with him? Lloyd Shelley, well, in true style, tries a different line into Dean Hairpin. Doesn't work this time. In third place there is Ben Watton, fourth for Matt Dawes. Syd's here with me in the commentary box. Nasty little accident there into the last chicane here at Rockingham. It seems to be, Syd, one of those circuits that can bite you at times.
Yeah, I think you build up like a load of confidence and then you get a nip. I think you're dead right, Steve. Absolutely dead right. Oh, and that looks like young Liam Halliwell going past this onboard. I think we're on board with Nige Pitt there.
We are, yeah. The name graphic that said Nige Pitt was the giveaway, really. As we went around Chapman Curve there. Nige Pitt, a regular in the paddock. Always great to see him. There's Matt Dawes up underneath Ben Watton, number 84. And yellow flag's waving still, so they're going to have to keep in formation. I'm not sure if they all have or not. Ooh, that's interesting.
Still Michael Dexter's bike there.
Yeah, Michael Dexter's bike is there, and things continue on as we go down the start-finish straight. Matt Whelan it is that leads from Lloyd Shelley, Matt Dawes and Ben Watton. Here is Matt Whelan. Certainly not looking like checking out as he did in race 1. Oh, and straight on there for Ben Watton. Oh, that's disappointing. Luckily for him, of course, he can go onto the oval and rejoin. He's not lost too much time, but it will be frustrating nonetheless. As Lloyd Shelley, after all that, has managed to get back through again. So late he is on the brakes into Dean. We're on board now with Alex Lawries into Dean. Massive door left open there. He was bound to get picked off by someone. And is that Sam Holm, I think, who's just gone through on him. Can't be sure from this angle at the moment. But there we see Liam Halliwell. And 93, Adam Gittings again. Selco sponsorship.
I think you called that right, Steve, because we've got a 10-second penalty for a yellow flag infringement for 108. Matthew Dawes.
Well, there he is in third place. I wonder if he knows that just yet. Matt Whelan. Well, is Matt Whelan leading? No. Lloyd Shelley, hard on the brakes. He now retakes the lead. Matt Dawes on your screen is third at the moment. He won't know that yet. We see there major wobbles coming from them, the Augusta rider. Matt Whelan and Lloyd Shelley again with that tight line up the inside. Lloyd Shelley takes the most bizarre racing lines I think I've ever seen in my entire life. And Robert Goodall last year in the pre-national 600 championship used to do a similar thing, just slightly different lines, but it worked.
He reminds me of a sort of a more experienced Rob Amable, really. Does Lloyd?
It's just unbelievable. There's such tight lines that he takes, but he is able to carry speed. Funnily enough, a rider at World Championship level that does this very well is Tom Sykes. Tom Sykes aims his bike right to the centre of the apex of the corner and then just pumps it out. And that's how he's been so successful in all of his time, whereas his teammate, of course, Jonathan Ray, kind of like smoother, wider approach lines. I'm not, of course, saying that these guys are quite up to that standard just yet, but it's similar context when you look at the different riding styles here. Lloyd Shelley does take tight lines around every corner. Look at him. Completely different line there being taken by Matt Whelan. Matt Dawes there in third place is going to get a 10-second penalty, so that will be added on. As it stands, that would push him down to fourth place. As we get a quick shot here of Neil Goodson, one of the freshman riders. Further back at the moment, Alex Laurie still leads that one, as we see again here, up the inside, that tight line for Lloyd Shelley working, but it runs him out wide. Up the inside then goes Matt Whelan. Matt Whelan not having it all his own way this time around. Lloyd Shelley's found speed in this second race compared to what we saw earlier. Look at them, just completely bucking and weaving.
Yeah, and obviously Matt is not being allowed to get into his rhythm, is he? It's broken his rhythm completely. I don't think there's any doubt that he can actually run faster than Lloyd at the moment. He proved that in race 1, didn't he?
It's a possibility, but of course he's got to try and right his way whenever he wants to go around mid-corner. He might have the mid-corner speed. There you see again, look, he closes in on him mid-corner, but there's a bike in the way always because Lloyd Shelley's got that tight line. Watch this again into the teen hairpin, that tight line, and this time Matt Whelan runs wide. And it's almost confusing Matt Whelan. He doesn't know what to do here and he loses a place, although technically speaking, as he wins it back again, Matt Dawes, you're going to have to add 10 seconds onto it.
Yeah, I wonder if either of them know, I doubt it. Because the pit wall is so far away from the track on the start-finish straight, isn't it?
It is, yeah. What it means, of course, is that Ben Watton would inherit third place, although I think he already has on circuit anyway, courtesy of Matt Dawes just going slightly wide. Yep, there he is. So, well, there's such a big gap behind these guys. I'm not sure if he can actually fall any further back. There's number 58, Liam Warren from Spalding. Currently just inside the points ahead of Liam Dale and Nick Barnes. What can Matt Whelan do about Lloyd Shelley? Onto the school straight, as it's known, for heading up towards the Brook chicane. It doesn't look like Matt Whelan's going to get past Lloyd Shelley here because of Lloyd's tight line through there, although just as I say that, look at that lunge up the inside, brilliantly done there from Matt Whelan. He catches Lloyd Shelley napping almost, just for a change. On board now with Alex Lauries. Looks like it might be Joe Lawrence just up ahead of him. It is, number 888, but Lauries here inside the top 6 outright and leads the freshman class once more. Look at that. That tight line didn't work this time for Lloyd.
He could have sat Matty up there easily, couldn't he? You think about it, that's what seems to work for him, I guess.
Now that there's a tiny bit of space between Whelan and Lloyd Shelley, this is his opportunity. This is the moment where Matt Whelan has to use his knowledge of this circuit and his pace to say, okay, these next 2 laps, I need to build up a lead to stop Lloyd Shelley consistently going up underneath me, although they're now coming up on some traffic. Matt Dawes there has got back up ahead on circuit of Ben Watton, but Ben Watton would actually take that third place. Further back there, you can see at 119, Alan Brooks. Just having a decent battle away with Ben Bailey, etc. And Lloyd Shelley now struggling to stay with Matt Whelan at the sharp end. Matt Whelan coming into this weekend, by the way, was 6th overall in the championship, so this is a real jump up in form for Whelan, who is obviously a fan of this Rockingham layout. Draws that MV Augusta onto the start-finish straight again, and I don't think Lloyd Shelley has much left to offer now. It was a good fight put up by him, but that might be it. And of course Lloyd Shelley does have a championship to guard. Let's not forget, with Ashley Milburn not here, Lloyd Shelley could technically win this championship by the time we get to Wales next time out, next month.
This gaggle here, they're having a proper go at each other, aren't they?
Yeah, lots of points on offer elsewhere. And we are now looking at number 50, Matt Whelan. Is Lloyd Shelley closing up or not? Still about half a second. Lloyd Shelley's not giving it up yet, is he? Certainly not, as they go through Piff Paff. Now up towards Gracelands. Lloyd Shelley's still chasing him down. Going up towards Tarzan now, and that's where Lloyd Shelley takes that really tight line. There's Sam Hole. Sam Hole's up inside the top 7, having a decent race. So, into Tarzan. Shelley not close enough to pull a move on him there. As early as he dares on the power. Clumps the lump of dirt just on the exit there, the apex of Tarzan. Through Brook Chicane we go. Now Lloyd Shelley running out of opportunities here. He's either going to have to put in the lap of his life, which would probably mean breaking the lap record, or he'll need a mistake from Matt Whelan. Neither of which seem like it's going to be possible at this moment. We see Liam Warren here inside the point still behind Zach Altram. And up towards the Brook Chicane. Oh, there's a big crash there down at Brook Chicane. A couple of riders gone down. Greg Scanlon is one of them. Oh, that looks really nasty. In fact, there's a few riders down. Red flags are out. Red flags are out. That race is going to get confirmed. And so it'll go back a lap. And Matt Whelan is confirmed as the race winner. Lloyd Shelley second, Ben Watton third, Matt Dawes fourth, then it's Joe Lawrence. Alex Laurie's freshman winner in 6th place. Hopefully riders involved there are okay. Matt Whelan a winner then from Lloyd Shelley and Ben Watton. And in the freshman class it was Alex Laurie, Ben Bailey and Alan Brooks. Quick look at the championship before we head to Anglesey. Next up, well, as you can see, Lloyd Shelley can get it all wrapped up when we go to Wales next month. Ashley Milburn, we send you our best regards. Hope you fix up soon. Matt Dawes there in 3rd ahead of Ben Watton. Matt Whelan as well in 5th. And in the freshmen, Alex Laurie's well in control at the moment. From Daniel Jones, Liam Dale, Neil Goodson, Andrew Evans and Alexander Young.
Ben, 3rd place. It's a tough circuit, so you must be well pleased.
Yeah, it's really tough. I suffered quite bad from arm pump in the first race today and got finished 5th. But this race, I tried my hardest to keep up there with the front light, and yeah, it went all right really. But I got 3rd, but I finished 4th. So they said Matty got a yellow flag, but it's a bit unfortunate for him. But yeah, I'm happy to take that. Yeah, it's been a good day really. Been a good weekend really.
Excellent. And people to thank?
Yeah, my dad, who's helped me a lot. My girlfriend Jane, who's put a lot of money into my racing, and my sponsors, SHD Composites from Sleaford, my hometown, and DRF Services back in near Louth. Yeah, so yeah, thanks very much to them. Yes.
Lloyd, 2nd place. You've had a great weekend, really.
Brilliant weekend, mate. Couldn't ask for more. 3 seconds, 1 first. 85 championship points. That's what it's about now, isn't it?
That's what you've got your eye on now, isn't it?
The finishes in light, yeah. No silly moves, no DNFs. Yeah.
Good luck, and we'll see you at Anglesey.
Spot on, matey.
Well
Cheers.
Done. Matty, another first day.
Yeah, mega weekend.
London buses.
Yeah, love it. Can't go wrong. 3 out of 4 this weekend, so we're not going to complain at that. It's nice to take a first win this year as well. So we'll just hope for more at Anglesey, really. And that's all I can hope for, innit?
Excellent. I look forward to seeing you there, mate.
Yes, thank you very much.
Well done.
Cheers, thank you.
Alex, another win for you to take. Great weekend.
Yeah, it was. Absolutely great weekend. 4 wins, couldn't have asked for more this weekend. Shame the last race got stopped, but hopefully the guys that have crashed are all right. Yeah, absolutely great weekend for me this weekend. Really.
We move on to Anglesey.
Yeah, can't wait. Been there before, so looking forward to that one.
Well done, Alex.
Thank you very much.
That's it from Rockingham for another year. Next up for us, Anglesey, round 7 of 2016. We'll see you there.
And the odds are stacked in his favour.